Hi, welcome. My name is Leslie Searier here at the Addison Public Library, and today we're excited to talk to Erika Flores from Clarendale. Erika, can you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. My name is Erika. I work with Clarendale of Addison. I am the Director of Community Relations.
We're so excited to have you here. To get started, can you tell us a bit about Clarendale and what you provide for our community?
Yes, most definitely. So here at Clarendale, we are a village-style retirement community. So what that means is we provide independent assisted living and memory care services for seniors. So everything in one roof. So make it easier for families and their loved ones when they're touring and interested in coming to see our community.
That's great. So how long have you been located and operating in Addison?
So we have been here, we just celebrated our year. So we've been in Addison for a year, welcoming new families and team members. And it's just been a great year for sure.
Are many of your residents previous Addison residents, and do many of your staff members live in Addison?
Yes, actually, it's interesting because most of our residents are from Addison or their family members. The staff most definitely are from Addison. So it is such an amazing feeling when you walk into our community and you see your friend and you start hearing about, oh, I know so and so was my neighbor and now they live here. So it's a very big family for sure.
Oh, that's wonderful. I think that sounds like something that we would all absolutely want.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to start working in the senior living profession, and what drew you to then begin working at Clarendale?
So a little backstory. So I started off as a caregiver in the industry. So I used to care for seniors. I used to, really be involved in their everyday tasks. But then I also saw and became very attached with their families. And a lot of their families were, questioning and just wondering about senior living. What is it all about? And once they moved into a community, they realized, this is what they were looking for. So I started as a caregiver and then I moved into sales and marketing just because I knew that I had the ability to talk about as a community coming from my background as a caregiver. So what drew me to work for Clarendale is that I toured one of their communities in the past and I just fell in love with their philosophy, their hospitality driven staff. And, it was all about the seniors. It was all about their residents here, their family members. So that drew me to work for Clarendale. Really wanted to work with a company that kind of had the same services and aspects of hospitality that I strive to give to seniors. So it was a perfect match. So that's why I work here, because it's closer to home. I love their hospitality driven mission.
That's wonderful. It sounds like a wonderful place to work. And then along the same lines, so what is your favorite part of your job?
So there's a lot of favorites in my job, a lot of things that I do that I really enjoy. But to be honest, I love the most is talking about Clarendale and talking about the services that we provide to really help seniors and their families. When someone comes in and they just, have a million questions and you can help them and guide them and answer those questions, that is so satisfying. And I know that, I've made a difference in someone's life. That's something that I really like about my job. It's just the ability to help someone when they're confused and just wondering what to do next.
That's wonderful. I think the one theme we see through all these interviews is that everyone at Addison just loves to serve and they love to help people. And it's always so nice to see that.
That's true.
So this might be a hard question, but what does an average day of work look like for you?
So an average day, how it looks like, I start my day from coming into the building. And then we start with a team meeting. So we identify what's going on. Is there anything new? Does any of our team members need help? And then we just talk about our day. You know, what do you have planned for that day? And so, for example, I am the community relations. So I go out or I call or I do virtual meetings with professionals, hospitals, physicians, rehab settings to see if there's a family in need of caregiving services. And if so, I could be that advocate for them and help them. If we're not an option, that's okay, but I still could help them, guide them to the right solution for their needs. If I am the solution, then, you know, I help them and educate them about Clarendale and how we can help them during that time.
That's great. It sounds like a very fulfilling, but also a very long day.
Yes.
So what makes Clarendale different from other facilities that offer similar services?
So there are many, many things that make us different. A few, for example, we have programs for our residents. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the different programs that we offer depending on the services. For example, we have independent living apartments. So a lot of residents have questions about their medical concerns, about their medications, about visits. So we do have a program to help independent residents, and that's called our Health and Wellness Navigation Program. And so what that means is we will have a registered nurse helping them answer any questions and concerns they have about their own health to make sure that they remain as independent as possible for as long as possible. So we have that special program for our independent living residents. In our assisted living, we have on-site 24-hour care and nursing interventions. So that means that there's always going to be a nurse in the building for them in case they have concerns or need help. They're also managing their medications. So it is definitely a worry-free living when you come to Clarendale. In memory care, we have a program called Heartfelt Connections. And so Heartfelt Connections is designed for people that are experiencing dementia and different types, Alzheimer's and different types of dementia. So they work as a 24-hour brain cycle. So what that means is we keep the residents engaged, keep them active throughout the day so they can have a good rest at night.
Great. It's like a lot of services. So you have a lot of options there.
Yes.
So what is,
I would like to,
oh, go ahead. Sorry,
I did forget to mention, another thing that really sets us apart is that we have we recently were awarded the Jdd Power Award. So that's what you see behind me. So twice in a row, we got awarded as -- 1 in customer satisfaction among senior living communities. So that's something that we're really, really proud of, because it ties along with our mission, which is providing the best hospitality service to our residents.
that is wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So maybe going right off of that, what is one thing that you would want our viewers to know about Clarendale?
So there's many things I want our viewers to know, but I think the biggest one is we are really a big family here. Anyone that comes in, we know them, we know their story, we know their family. So it really is a big family. So when you're looking for a senior living community or someone just to help, reach out to us, because we can definitely be that person that can help you. But we are all about what residents need, what is going to make your day better. We're going to go above and beyond to make sure that you feel well attended and cared for. So that's something that you'll definitely find here. There's a lot of services that we provide, and we can definitely help you and guide you and tell you about those services.
That's great. And I think you can definitely feel that. I had the pleasure of being at Clarendale when you welcomed a new resident many months ago, and the clap in was just which was a fun thing to experience and so positive. That was great.
Thank you. Yeah. So when new residents come in, we roll the red carpet. We have the whole community there, and we just clap and celebrate. That they've become a Clarendale resident.
That's lovely. You can't not smile when you see that, and I'm sure the families do too.
For sure.
So clearly, we're not meeting in the same room because of COVID-19. And due to COVID-19, we know that your residents can't be as active and out in the community as they were before the pandemic. What are some of the creative ways that you've been keeping residents occupied and engaged while staying safe?
So we have done a lot of things, but um, our residents are residents that love to be involved in the greater community. They love to make a difference. They want a purpose. So what we've done is we are still doing activities. We're still doing engagement. We're still meeting. However, that has looked a little bit different because instead of a larger group, we have a small group. And so we have different time slots for residents to come and join and do activities. So for example, we've done like community projects where we started doing a thank you letter for the police department. So Addison Police Department, they got thank you letters from our residents. We also started a donation box for DuPage Care Center. So the residents there. So, it's giving back to the community, is being active in the community. And then what we've also done, we've been very creative in terms of how do we keep residents still engaged. If residents don't want to join a small group, that's okay. We respect them, but, we still want them to be engaged. So we've done happy hour socials. So what that means is we have a traveling cart. So we'll go into people's apartments and bring like a nacho bar, happy hour, donuts, and so different things to keep our residents engaged. We've also done car parades around our community. So for example, we did one for Mother's Day, Father's Day. So just keeping the community active and for the residents to look forward to something and their families to be involved. Recently we had the high school students come and sing Christmas carols to the residents. So they stayed outside, the residents were inside, so just trying to be creative and still have activities going on and engagement going on.
That is great. I love that idea of the traveling happy hour. That sounds fun. I wish someone would come to my house with that. Nachos, happy, I would take both. That sounds awesome. So is there anything maybe new that you've developed due to COVID, a policy, a service or procedure that you think you might keep after the pandemic ends and we tend to resume regular operations?
Yeah, so tied back into our engagement, what we've done is separate the activities. So we've had activities at different parts of the building. So I think that's something that we're going to keep because it welcomes more residents to be involved and welcomes more residents to be active. So having dual activities in multiple places was something that we'll definitely keep. Traveling cart, that was something that residents really enjoy, so that's something else that we'll definitely keep.
Well, we've had really a good time learning a little bit about Clarendale and what you do there, but now we want to know a little bit about you as well. Can you tell us about some of your favorite spots in Addison?
So I love the outdoors. I love being active and just being around other people too. So I love the Park District. It's right behind us, but I love it because there's always people there. There's always people walking. So even when I'm working, I just look outside the window and there's people there, so that's something that I really enjoy. They have great programs. I love their pool, so I really, really like that.
That's great. And this, seasons change, you get to see all sorts of different activities. That's fun.
Yeah.
So you mentioned a little bit of this, but what do you like to do in your spare time?
So so I have a dog. His name is Dude. He's a Pomeranian. So I love spending time with him. I work so much, and then when I come home, I just want to be with him. So I just love being outdoors with him, walking. Sometimes it's just sitting outside, and he's such a great dog that he'll sit right next to me. So I just love that. I love spending time with him.
Lovely. What a great name, too. So we wouldn't be the library if we didn't ask, what is your favorite book and what are you currently reading?
So I'm currently reading Looking for Alaska. So I just started. I don't even know so much about it because I just started reading about it. So I really like the book. I don't think I have a favorite book, to be honest. I love them all, but I don't think I have a favorite. If I had to think of one, it would have to be The Woman in the Window. I like that thriller. That I really like that one.
That's great. I think that's the hardest question we ask, but that's just my opinion.
It's funny because even when people ask what's your favorite food or your favorite movie, I'm like, I don't have one.
Pick just one. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you could switch careers and do anything you wanted and ignoring financial concerns, quality, you have to switch careers. What is something you'd be happy doing for a living?
So I would say I would love to be a wedding dress boutique owner. I would love that. I think that it goes back to, I'm a people person. I love to help people. I love to be, just see people's life change, right? So I think that would bring so much joy, just so much excitement. I think I would be that.
That sounds fun, and what a great answer. All right, so as we wrap up here, is there anything else you'd like to say or share with our community of Addison?
I would love to say that, again, we're here, we're an advocate. If you're just curious to think or learn about us, give us a call. We're always available. We're here 7 days a week. So we're here to help you any way that we can. It is a great community. Again, it's a big family here at Clarendale.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciated learning about you and Clarendale.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I love the partnership with Clarendale and the Addison Library. So thank you for that.
We're happy to help you. That's what we're here to do. Thank you so much.